Hi everyone and welcome to this brand new video when I will share to you all my testing strategy on Pinterest with a case study with more than 10 of ROAS. So which kind of campaign I set up, which kind of creatives, which kind of strategies that I'm using to have this kind of results. So yeah, let me share you my screen now. So we are at more than it's the account, it's in euro, it's a French account, but it's exactly the same because yeah, we are just shooting on different markets and the main account it's in euro, but it's the same in dollars. So we are more than 14k euro, more than 10 of ROAS, 157,000 euro generated in the last 3 months between April to the beginning of July with yeah, almost 3,000 order. So yeah, it's pretty nice results. So the goal here today is to share with you which campaign we are using, which type of strategy, which kind of testing, and also after scaling strategy for you to understand well how the algorithm of Pinterest works and how you can get this type of result right away after this video. So it will be very practical. So the goal here is to share to you the best content and the best value for you to bring you this type of campaigns that will bring you this type of result. So let's get into it. So the first step to have this kind of result is to create your Pinterest account. So you need to select and to add your Pinterest business account. So when you will arrive on a page like that, so it will be in English here, and the goal here is to click on create an account. And when you will set up your account, the goal here it's to put the right information. So you need to click on settings here, and after you will put your name, so the name of your business, about, so you need to be very inspirational, the link of your website, username, and after you don't need to select everything here because it's like public information, so it's not necessary. The logo, you need to put a high quality logo here, and after when it will be okay, you need to claim your account, about claim your website here. If you're having a Shopify website, you can install the app, so it will claim everything and set up the pixel well also. So you need to click on claim here, put this HTML in the head section of your website, and after you need to put the link of your website here and click on verify when the HTML code is in the head section of your website. So when it's done, the next step is to install the pixel. So if you are using the Shopify Pinterest app, it's the best because it will plug the HTML code and also the API to have the best tracking possible. So to add your tracking, you need to click on here at the top left after manage business conversion just there. And after you can get started and add your Pinterest tag. So you need to click here on install the Pinterest tag. You will add your website and you have different integration. So if you're on Shopify, you can use the app. On WooCommerce, it's the same. On Wix, you can add like the HTML manually, but the best is to use one of these integration. Also, what's a good option is to install everything on Google Tag Manager. It works very well, but it's important to plug not only the HTML, the base code, but also the API of conversion to have the best tracking possible and for the algorithm of Pinterest to optimize well, because if you don't have this tracking, it's impossible to get this type of results because the algorithm will be not optimized to obtain and to analyze and to track everything to optimize well your campaigns. So that's very important. The first thing is to add well your pixel, to claim your website, and to create your Pinterest account. When it's okay, the next step it's to add a banner, a logo. So you add it just before the title, description, and the link here. And after, the first thing is to create a good branding on your account. That's very important for people to inspire them on their account. Why? Because when you're on Pinterest, people will click on your ads, yes, but they can click also on your website. So for instance, I like this share. I can click on the pins and I will be redirected on the website. But here, if I click here, I can click on the profile to see which boards are there, and people are in an inspiration phase on Pinterest. So that's why it's very important to inspire them on Pinterest. So the goal here is to create different boards. So I suggest to you, for instance, I'm on an example account here on decor, but the goal here is to create 5, 8 to 10 boards at the beginning and to create your pins inside them and to have more than 10, 15 to 20 pins at least on each board to have just an inspiration branding on Pinterest. And that's the first part, very important. After when you did that, it's important also to have the board cover here, put the right name and the right description. You have 500 character here, and like I can share to you like a good good description here. The goal here is to put right keywords, and I will show to you just after how to find these keywords. So yeah, that's the first thing, to have a good branding that replicate your website. For instance, here it can be the category of your website, so chairs, wall decorations, sofa, kitchen, rugs, extra. So that's the first step. Very important to have a good branding. And the goal on Pinterest, it's a visual search engine. It's to have a good ranking on the search bar here, and also it's very visual. So the goal is to have very high quality images, and if it's advertising or not, or organic, you will have like a link. When you click on every pin, you have a link, and you will be redirected on the website. So that's the goal, to give understanding of Pinterest, and to create different pins, to both be like to create your campaign, to have this kind of results, but to have a good branding and some pins that can rank well on the organic part, because there is an internal ranking and internal scoring, on Pinterest, and that's why it's important to create a good atmosphere for the users for finally have this kind of results. Also, if you're on Shopify, or if you have more than 20 products, it's important to plug your shopping catalog. So to do that, you need to click here, and after that you can add your sources of catalog. If you are with Shopify, it's plug everything directly with all the data sources, but you can do it manually also. And when it's okay, you can add your billing information to after launch your first ads. You can click here on add account, business name, extra, and after you can put your credit card. So please don't use virtual credit card or temporary credit card, because it will not work, but you can check, and I will put down below the links to check which cards are available on Pinterest, but it's almost the same compared to Meta and TikTok. So yeah, also there are countries that you can advertise to and other countries that you can't. So I will put all the link down below for you to have visibility about it if you have any problem about this part. So when it's okay, you have a good branding, a good setup of your pixel, and also a good tracking, billing plus shopping. If you can add this functionality, very important, because on the shopping is very powerful. When I show to you this results, there are shopping campaigns with more than 10 of ROAS. So that's very important to put the shopping if you can. And for the rest, it's like conversion campaign, but I will show everything for you to have this kind of results also. It's very powerful, the shopping. Why? Because, for instance, I like this sofa. I can shop the look and compare different sofa here, and click on the sofa, see the website. Oh, there is a nice discount. I want to buy it. And so it works for every product. I'm showing that for sofa, but it's the same for hat, for everything, for like a pants, for t-shirts. So it works with everything. When it's visual, everyone are looking visually on Pinterest, and everyone are searching on the platform by like the visual search engine. So that's why it's very important to put the right combination, and also to put the catalog shopping, because it's so powerful. So let's go now to the structure of my campaign and how I create the campaign to have this kind of results. So first you need to click here on Pinterest, here at the top left, create a campaign. And now you need to switch and to click on manual campaign, because the automatic campaign is like for beginner, and it's good to create and to give like a click impression extra, to have an extra boost. But if you want to create like a high competitive campaign with high result like that, it's mandatory to go to manual campaign. So here you need to select conversion first. I cannot here because I'm on an example account, but you need to click here and to optimize for checkout. That's very important. So if you have this message, the goal here for you it's to try and to set up well the pixel first. And if you don't have enough data, you can create add to cart and checkout on your website, even if it's fake one, just to plug and for Pinterest to understand, okay, that's an add to cart, that's to checkout, and after it will optimize that, or that's lead, it's at the same. And it's just for Pinterest to understand that, to fire the HTML code, and when it's fine, after the conversion objective will be targeting, will be ready to use that. So that's important, very important to start well this part. And when it's ready, maybe you will need to wait 24 to 48 hours, but when it's ready, you need to click here on conversion. After I will make a test here. I will put campaign 1 status active, daily budget. I don't want a lifetime, because lifetime the frame, it's the spend not be linear. I want a linear spend, so I prefer to be daily. And if I want to cut, I will cut it. But lifetime the frame, it will not be daily. So I really recommend you to start with daily. So first, I suggest to you to start with a low budget, a budget that you can like maintain for 7 to 10 days without a lot of results. That's very, very important. For instance, I will try at $15 per day. And here I can run at specific dates. So I will start, for instance, tomorrow and tomorrow morning, because I want Pinterest to have a full day spend. It will start here at 2 a.m. But as important here, it's a time UTC, but here it's local time. And it's very important to have a local time and to have one full day of spend, because if you don't have that, if you are starting at 10 p.m., maybe the budget will spend on only 2 hours and all the budget, and it will not be optimal for the algorithm. So that's important. After, you can click on continue, and you have two ways here. You can reconnect with user or find new customer. Here I want to find new customers. For the other option, it's more for retargeting, engagement, extra, but now the goal is to find a new customer. On Pinterest, you have two options. You can target by interest or by keywords. So by interest, it will be about what people were searching in the past. If they are just searching in home decor, in beauty, in fashion, extra, you can target those interests and also more precise interests. And the other side, it's keywords. So I will start with the interest. So interest, here you can click here, but the goal is to not mix the interest and the keyword. So the goal is to create an interest campaign and to create a keyword campaign, but not to mix them inside an ad group or inside a campaign. So it campaign with interest, campaign with keyword, but not a mix in between. It's very, very important. So you have different type of interest. Interest level 1 here, for example, beauty. Level 2, bath and body care. Level 3, bath here, and level 4, body wash or the other one. But the thing is, at the beginning, it's very important to select only interest for the level 1 to be enough large for the algorithm to pick up some audiences inside this 85 million viewers. So that's very important to pick large, and after to narrow after a few days when you will have data. But when you don't have data at the beginning, that's important to stay large. So you can select one or multiple interests, and after you will analyze when the spend will go, if it's in different interests, and after to cut the wrong interest. And also you can duplicate our group. For instance, I can try to add this interest beauty here. I can put here interest beauty. Perfect. I have it here selected one. So here I can it show all the interests that I selected. Just check that I put any keywords as a case. So that's perfect. And after, I can duplicate my ad group here. And also I can split my interest into two different groups. And here, if I want to try women fashion, for instance, I can put women fashion here. And after that, select my interest here. But the goal at the beginning is to select interests that are related to your industry, but you can be large because sometimes you can have big surprise with some interest that works. But yeah, you can select group of interest or just related interest. And so now you have a nice setup for the interest. And for the keywords, so that was for the interest here. But if I want to put a campaign of keywords, I put keywords here. So I can do the same, but I need to unselect the interest. It will be so a keywords. Can put an example of a keywords beauty, and here keywords fashion. So in beauty, for instance, I can put here beauty keywords. So I can put, for instance, nails. And if I want more inspiration, I can put here nails. So I will put nails design, nails ID, nails designer, nails there. And for fashion, if I want to add different keywords, it's the same. Need to unselect women fashion here and to add keywords. So I can put shirts, for instance, shirt outfits. So yeah, people are more in inspiration on Pinterest. So they are more looking for inspiration about outfit extras. There are a lot of monthly searches and a lot of volumes there. So that's example for the keywords. But for the keywords, don't be also too large with keywords that are not related to your product. So here, if I'm on the fashion, it's perfect, but I will not put like a beauty keywords if I'm selling a fashion product. So that's very important to put related keywords. It was just an example to show you how it works about the keywords. After that, you can select a different thing, different gender here. Here you are female, male, unspecified. In unspecified, you are more male, women, sorry, than male. So if you want to target only women, you can just unselect male. And if you want to target all gender, you can click here. You can select specific ages, like plus 21 or plus 24. It depends of the data that you have. You can select this one also if you are just focusing on Gen Z, for instance. About the location, you can select different location here, be large on the US, and you can select a specific language. I suggest to you to just select the language of the country here in English, for instance, to don't target the tourists that don't speak English in the US, for instance. After, you need to select anything here to focus on outbound click, or if you're on conversion campaign, it's more like a checkout objective. It's very important to optimize for checkout and not add to cart, because if you're talking about Pinterest and you say to Pinterest, okay, I want to optimize for add to cart, and it will not optimize for the people that will buy. So it's very important to optimize for checkout on the conversion campaign. And about the bidding, you need to select automatic at the beginning if you're a beginner, because thing is, you need to give data from Pinterest, and with automatic, Pinterest will spend your budget. But if you're on custom, Pinterest will not have not a lot of good data about the CPA that costs per action. And if the algorithm don't have enough data about that, maybe not spend budget, and finally you will not get data and you will lose few days just selecting custom. So the best is to start automatic, and then if you want to switch to custom, you can, but it's better to start with automatic and daily budget, not lifetime, to have consistency about the spend, and that's important to just overpass the running phase. So that's a very important thing about the ads here. You need to select a pin, and here I suggest to you 3 to 5 pins per ad group. That's very important, because if you are putting more than 5, finally the budget will not be optimized inside the campaign, inside the ad group, about in every different ads and different pins. So that's why, because in all our testing, etc., we test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and more than 5, we see a big gap in terms of performance. That's why it's very important to select 3 to 5. So to select, you just need to click here, add 3 pins, and here please select standard ads, not quiz or showcase ads. We are testing that, but on larger accounts that have a lot of data, and it's like a beta option extra. So start with just standard ads. Ad name is just for you to just recognize it inside your dashboard, and the destination URL, it's the URL when people will click, when they will be redirected. You have different call to action. So about the tests, that it depends of the creative. If you are using more inspirational creatives, or like blogging creatives turning into an editorial or kind of funnels, it's better to use Learn More, because it's more inspirational, and on Pinterest, the inspirational copywriting extra works pretty well, because people are in this mindset on the platform. But if you are more aggressive and you're putting like a promo code or thing like that, the buy now, it's perfect. So yeah, you just need to, or shop now, for instance. Also inspirational, you have visit site or watch now. But the thing is, it depends of the type of the creative. If it's very like catchy and selling advertising, shop now or buy now, it's better. But if it's more inspirational, Learn More or other inspirational wording, better in terms of call to action. And that's important to select the good one, because it will be show here, for instance, shop now here, as you can see. So yeah, that's a small detail, and you can add tracking URL if you want to add that. And after, when it's ready, you can click on publish here to see how it works, and or you can select and click for a review here. But when you click on published, your first campaign will be ready to launch. An important thing about the keywords. So if you don't know which keyword to target, extra, and which are the trends on Pinterest, you can use Pinterest Trends. It's a very powerful tool that will allow you to see the different trends and different volume of keywords. So I can select beauty here and see different beauty keywords, and I can compare different keywords to see which kind of keywords works the best. So it's very cool to know which kind of keywords you can use, and at which period of time you need to push your pins to put like the high budget following the trends. For instance, we are launching here different type of campaigns. So there is keyword campaign, shopping campaign, interest campaign, and the goal here on our setup is to have a mix, but only bottom of funnel, only conversion shopping campaign, not traffic, not consideration campaign. We just want sales, and that's what the algorithm gets us with a very high competitive ROAS. And so we are now on a scaling phase. And so here is the CPA checkout. So that's €5 per checkout. It's pretty cheap with a CPM or of 2.4 euro. So we are basically in different Europe markets in this account. But the thing is, on Meta, on the same industry, the CPM are at more than 10 euros versus only 2.4 here. So that's why it's pretty high results. And so how it works, so we are starting with low budget, and after the goal is to overpass the learning phase. And after that, when we getting traction, the goal is to scale horizontally, to have different type of campaign and to have a good mix overall that will gain us stability to find finally the top. And when we are finding the top, the goal is to stay consistent here, because in every market you have a top, and the goal after that is to scale horizontally in different markets. And so for example, here we are on Germany and French markets, and now we are going to the Netherlands on this account. But the goal, is to go to a few hundred euro per country and to stabilize, to have this product on a long time frame. Because if I'm putting all the results from the beginning of the year to the middle of the year, first semester, it's 8.2 ROAS. It's very stable, and that's the thing that you need to get on Pinterest. It's very consistent for us, and to do that, the goal is not to optimize every day extra, because you will go in the learning phase. The goal is to let the algorithm work and to find the plateau, and after stabilize, to have this kind of result and optimize day after day to have the best results. And if I put the last 7 days, we are on finally at like 200 euro per day, but more than 19k euro of results. That's pretty nice. It's because we are having like a very hot algorithm that know everything about our audiences, and we know how to scale progressively. So hope you enjoy this video. Also on this account, like you can spend a lot more to have this same result, but we are very ROAS centric to have the best margin. Our goal is not to spend a lot with like a 2-3 ROAS. Our goal is to have the best profit margin, and that's why we optimized everything to have this kind of ROAS, and with a good funnel, with a good acquisition system, etc. It works pretty well. So if you want to know more about our campaign structure, and also about another case study when I show more details also about the creatives, about how we create all the ecosystems that get us this result. This is a case study, fully case study of 20 minutes when I share to you everything you need to know with a lot of more detail about the campaign structure, all the ecosystem. That's where creatives with the top niches on Pinterest that works very well, with also these niches inside, and the best industry also. So I put all the link down below. If you have any question, you can send it to me by comments down below, and I will reply. So have a nice day. If you like this video, also put a like below and subscribe to my channel, and I see you there in the case study down below in the comments. It was Luke. Bye.